on, guys? We've got the fire disc grill here we're going to be taking a look at today. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed. We'll get it cleaned out and seasoned, and we're going to make some fajitas on it. Alright guys, so this is what the inside of the package looks like here. You've got your two main supports. They fold up pretty nicely. It's going to fit in the garage pretty nice. And it looks like you've got a bag in here, some goodies in it, and you've got your fire disc right here. And that's it. It looks like it's pretty simple. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this assembled. Alright guys, so we've got our three main parts here. We've got our two legs, and then we've got our fire disc right here. What I really like that they did with the fire disc, they used a vacuum seal pack to prevent it from rusting, it looks like. So I really like the fact that they did that. And at first glance, this thing looks like it's built like a tank. So that is great. So let's go ahead and get going on this. It looks like this piece is just going to sit right in here. That's your base, so that's set up. And let's go ahead and get the fire disc opened up. All right, so it looks like it sits on there nicely. One of my concerns initially was that it's going to be a little wobbly, but it looks like it does sit on here pretty nice, and it doesn't look like it's going to come off very easily. And that vacuum pack did prevent it from rusting, which is great. So we just need to get it cleaned out now with some soap and water. It's the only time we'll want to use soap on this, and we'll get some lard in here and get this seasoned before we start cooking on it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clean this out here. I've got just a little bit of soap on a paper towel here and a little bit of water we're going to dump in, and we're just going to give it a good clean here. Go ahead and dry it out now. That should do it. All right, at this point, guys, we're going to go ahead and put our 16-ounce propane tank on the side here. Should be pretty simple and straightforward. Just want to screw that on there like that. Should be good to go. Now, before we put any of our lard in there, we're going to want to let this sit and run for about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get it turned on here. Alright guys, so we'll want to see some mild smoke coming off of here before we put our lard in and get that seasoned. In the meantime, I did leave the stickers on so that they'd get a little bit heated up and a little easier to take off here. I did reach some complaints that these stickers were difficult to take off, so hopefully with it going down, a little bit of heat on it, it'll be a little bit easier to do. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but we do have some light smoke coming off. So first what we're going to do is cut off the heat to it. And we're going to go ahead and drop in 2 scoops of lard. And we're just going to take that and move it around and work it in here. All right, so we'll let that sit and cool off for a few minutes, and we'll get that out of there, and it does need to sit for 30 minutes before you can cook on it. So we'll be back here shortly. Alright guys, so we got all the excess lard out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this fired up so that we can throw the fajitas on. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some measurements so that you know exactly how big this one is. This is the Fire Disc Mini. So the cooking surface looks like it's right at 22 inches, and the height on this one looks like it's right at about 28 inches. Just to give you guys an idea. I did get this from Fire Disc as well. It's the ultimate cooking weapon, I believe. And with the Mini, looks like it's at a good height, and it looks like this will complement it very well. So we'll let this get heated up, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the food, and we'll get this going. All right, guys. So we're heated up here. We're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all of our ingredients in here. Now this is the first time cooking on it, so it is normal for it to stick a little bit to it. As we continue to season this, it should get better. Alright guys, so we're a few minutes in here. It looks like it's cooking nicely. We're just about done. We're going to pull it off, take it inside, and test it out and see how we did. Alright, so right before we pull it off here, I am going to go ahead and throw our tortillas in here so we can warm these up as well. We normally do those in the oven, so let's see how we do on the Fire Disc. Alright guys, so here's a finished product. They look great. We're going to go ahead and test them out, and we'll let you know. Alright guys, so for cleanup, we went ahead and threw some ice cubes in here, and we let it sit for about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and shut this off, pour the water out, and wipe it down. And that should be it for cleanup. Alright guys, so the fajitas turned out great. We really enjoyed them. I actually really enjoyed cooking on this Fire Disc. A couple of things I wanted to take note of here. Initially getting this set up, the legs didn't set properly, so what I had to do is just kind of move them apart and pull them apart a little bit like this so that the Fire Disc would sit properly. It wasn't resting on all 4 of the legs, so by kind of moving it and stretching it out a little bit, it was able to sit properly. And as mentioned previously, when I was cooking on it, that disc really locked into place and didn't move at all, so I really like that. Another thing that I noticed, I had a couple of damaged corners here that I'm going to go ahead and contact the good folks over at Fire Disc. I believe that was damaged during shipping, so I'm going to go ahead and see if they can take care of that for me. Otherwise, I really like the size of the Mini. It's at a very nice height, and it pairs nicely with the ultimate cooking weapon that Fire Disc offers. So I would definitely recommend you guys taking a look at it. I think there's a little bit of a learning curve, just only because I've never cooked on something like this before, but I think it's only going to get better and better with time. But overall, I really liked it. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. Please remember to comment below and like and subscribe. Thanks, have a good day.